Greetings, Sport DTM fans, and welcome to another exciting episode of Sports Down the Middle, your channel of undiluted sports content. Now, today we have in studio Adrian and Ricky, and we are going to talk about the much talk about game Jamaica versus Argentina. Yes, man. We're going to talk about that game. We are also going to talk about the prediction. But first, we're going to talk about who the new coach is going to start. Yes, the starting 11, the potential 11. So, if you're new to this channel, remember to smash that like button. All right? Just smash that like button. Come on in, join the DTM fans. Let's have fun together. Now, Adrian, Ricky, potential 11, new coach, new system, new everything, brand new things, a clean state. You understand? Clean state. A brand new exercise book. We forget about everything. That's what the JFF said. We must forget about everything. We're working with the coach and we're moving forward. Now, there's a much talk about friendly international. I hear that the game has been sold out. And yes, I'll be at the game tomorrow. Yeah, man, I'll be at the game tomorrow to give you live pick and everything interview. So, Adrian, new slate tomorrow. What do you think?
Yes, Tigat, Ricky, viewers, new Reggae Boys team, new coach Emir Algon Grimson. I will look at the squad as announced. All the regular players, or most of them are back in the team. Lionel Messi and company, Argentina, red hot coming into this game. Last match before the World Cup finals in Qatar, and they're on an unbeaten 34 game win run without losing, and as such, it should be a crack off a game. Sold out stadium. Jamaican fans are lively. Tigat will be there on the ground, and Sports DTM will be there covering it. So exciting stuff ahead.
Yes. So, Ricky, what do you think? The coach, new same team, but as a new formation coming out. Did a lot of interview, and he said he's ready. The team is ready. Although he said Argentina is not the team he wanted to play, but they give him it, so you're going to face the team. What do you think? Whatever result can we get? Not don't give you a prediction, but what do you think the readiness of the team?
Well, I wouldn't want to be the one to be negative, but the Bible speaks about pouring new wine into old wine skins. I don't, as I said, I don't want to be negative, but we must have a positive outlook going into this game. I mean, even though we know that we're playing the juggernauts, Argentina, with one of the greatest footballers we've ever seen touch the ball, Lionel Messi. I think we have to approach this game in a positive manner, regardless of all these facts and everything everything that is going against us. So if we approach this in a positive manner with learning as our main goal, then we can have a positive result. So I think we can have a positive result from this match, depending on our mindset going in.
All right. Like I said, a positive result. All right, Adrian, this is not a prediction. I'm just going to ask you a general question. If Jamaica get beaten 3-0, is that a positive result, or if they get beaten by 2-0?
How do you start off with positive and start to talk about Jamaica getting beat?
No, but they can.
I don't know.
They can
get
beaten 3-0, but they can get beaten 3-0, but yet let's say transition of the ball, defensive, move from back to front, and you try to see what the coach is doing. Because this is his first match. Have about 2 training sessions. You understand? So don't expect to see nothing great.
First of all, Tigat, the positive result that Jamaica will first get is the fact that we're playing against the best footballer in the world, Lionel Messi, and one of the best footballers in history. That's the positive result. We're on full display, sold out crowd, getting a big bounce. Argentina ranked number 4 in the world. Jamaica, last time check was way up over the 50s. Therefore, You can see the matchup there. It's a David versus Goliath, and the fact is that you can hope and pray for the best. Yeah, that's where we're at.
All right. So, anyway, right at this time, Sport DTM fans, we're going to go right into the potential 11, and I'm going to let Adrian take over this part because he's right now, he's a stats man. Adrian, you're up.
Yeah, so Tigat, first we want to look at the squad that has been announced. If Ricky would just put that up right away. The squad that has been announced has in place the usual, the goalkeeper Andre Blake as a goalkeeper there, Dylan Barnes, Jamali White, Kemar Foster, defenders Adrian Mariappa, Richard King, Javian. Richard King obviously didn't make the trip due to some visa issues. Javian Brown is there, Jamoy Topi from Mount Pleasant, Curtis Tilt was a late addition. Greg Lee, he returned. You didn't get to make that trip because of injury. Amar Bell in the squad has been there before. The usual, of course, Damian Lowe had some issues recently on the field in the USL. Malik Owell Young right back as well. So that's a pretty good lineup there. Daniel Johnson makes a return to the team. Bobby Reed as well. He came under a lot of fire during the last World Cup campaign. Ravel Morrison playing some good football. He's over there in DC, ironically in the USA. And of course, Kevin Lambert and Karim Paris. The forward line is loaded. We're talking about Jamal Lowe. Always have a lot of time for him. Still hasn't sparked back to the type of level that he was when he just came to the Jamaican team. And so he's one to watch. Andre Gray always gives the hard work. Not so sure about as many goals, but he puts in the work. Shamar Nicholson is there from Spartak Moscow, always in good form. And of course, Leon Bailey seems to have overcome his injuries from last season and playing really well for Aston Villa. Making a big return is Mikel Antonio, the West Ham striker. He is one to watch, and it is hope to see how the squad will come together in terms of how the players are lined up. At this time, I'll also take a look to see how best we can now move into the potential 11, and you guys have to help me build this one out. Let's see if I can.
No problem.
Sure.
Definitely.
Let's see if we can work and try to build this out. All right. So, Kramer Algonson is one in which he actually likes, based on his pre-match talk, sounds as if he's going on the defensive. So he can either look at a 4-4-2 formation or a 5-3-2. We expect that probably he'll be looking at a 5-3-2 formation. He has already in goalkeeper. We expect the captain Andre Blake. Gentlemen.
Yes.
Who else?
100%. You can't call him back and give no game.
Yeah,
after all the excitement.
And the coach has already given that one out the bag already, indicating that Blake is captain, and also you expect to work with him going forward. The excellent choice. In defense, I would expect to see Damian Lowe.
Definitely.
Anybody has any objections on that one?
No.
Good.
None whatsoever.
Right. So we'll push on to say, even in that instance, as we look at the lineup, and we look at a Damian Lowe, we'd expect him to be partnered by a Jamai Topi. With the other centre back that's there. And since it is that Richard King isn't there, I would expect to see a Adrian Mariappa.
What about a Curtis Tilt?
Curtis Tilt is an option that is there. I don't think he has gotten enough. He has proven himself enough when in a Jamaican uniform as yet.
I think this is my option. I think he's going to start over Topi. I think the coach is going to put.
You figure that the coach is going to Tilt?
I think he's going to put a Tilt and he's going to go for name instead of proven players. I think he's going to go for name.
No.
I wouldn't
That's
think
my
so.
opinion, brother. My opinion.
Well, okay, cool. No, I'm saying I would go with Topi. You
Yeah,
know,
that's what you
Mount
would go,
Yeah,
Pleasant.
but I think the coach is going to go with a tilt.
I don't know if still been any bigger name than a Topi. As a matter of fact,
Not because him international.
no, it's yeah, but um, Tilt has Topi was called to the squad before Tilt, which means that the coach would have reviewed and thought that Topi would have been ahead of Tilt.
Mm.
In that regard, unless he totally missed it.
Mm.
So I'm thinking I'll be sticking with Topi as well, but let's see, it can all
Okay.
change. Left back would have normally been however, um, Amar Bell
Amari
is
Bell.
Amar
choice
Bell
right
is there.
there. He would have been probably your best
Yes.
option apart from Greg Lear. And on
Hmm.
the right wing back, I'd expect Javin Brown.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Okay.
Somebody needs to call this site and put a lobby in for Javin Brown. Still not on the site.
Let's put him pending.
Um, even at this particular point in time. So guess what? I will just stick in right here for now. Bobby, you're a placeholder right now.
Yeah, Bobby, placeholder.
Right? Ideally,
So Bobby now go start.
I don't expect Bobby to start, but stranger things have happened. Bobby is good enough
Why,
to
do,
start.
why don't you put Curtis Stilt as a placeholder? Because Curtis is not going to start.
All right, so let me
All
put
right.
Curtis as a placeholder,
Your
but
player can finally get in.
trying to find every way to get Curtis to get
Forget
in.
every way.
All right, well, let's
Even
put
out
him
of
there for. Let's
position.
put him there for now. Placeholder
All
for
right,
now.
fine. So in terms of your midfield, I'm going to be looking. If you're looking at 5-3-2, I'm going to be thinking to myself that in midfield you would have
And
obviously a Ravel Morrison,
Definitely.
well, definitely, yeah.
right?
If
Not
if it's not speedy,
Speedy isn't
Ravi.
Ravel.
around,
Hmm.
interestingly.
Yeah.
Speedy isn't
Interesting
around,
times ahead.
so that's an interesting pick. So Speedy isn't around. So Ravel is there, and I would also expect us to be looking at Daniel
Daniel
Johnson,
Johnson.
looking at the squad based on how it's actually laid out. Now, you don't have a natural. The only natural defensive midfielder you have here is a Kevin Lambert, and I don't think he's the first choice in this layout right now. Especially it would be ideal to have a defensive mid, central,
Hmm.
a defensive mid, CDM, but he's not probably a preferred option. And if you have three at the back here, three defenders, they can actually go with a Daniel Johnson sitting here, although he prefers to play a lot more higher up. The other option, since you're going with that, is to have a Leon Bailey.
Yes.
Yep.
I put probability right. I think a squad line up nicely so far. And up top, I would be putting, well, before we reach exactly up top, right here, I'd put the West Ham striker, um, Michael Antonio.
And right beside him, Ivan Tony. Oh,
Oh,
Shaman Nika.
Lord. Oh,
why
Lord.
why not Jamal? Why not Jamal in the head?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so Jamal is pretty good, I would expect as well. The challenge is that, especially in recent time, Jamal hasn't
We haven't
started or
seen him.
played. So I
Mm.
expect him to get his time to work in the squad and kind of gel the squad. Shamar has been around and probably one of the more consistent strikers. They can't leave Mikel Antonio off
Mm-mm,
the team.
mm-mm. No time
But
at all.
what are your thoughts on this lineup, gentlemen? Tiga?
Quite a good one, quite a good one. I like the balance, like the balance is there. But yeah, quite a good one. This one can give us a result, a result. Yeah.
So you use a keyword balance, and I hear the coach talking up about getting the right balance to the
Hmm.
team. Ricky, you think this is a good balance, or any changes you'd have made to it?
This is a very good team on paper.
Hmm.
We have a team that should be able to compete with teams like France, Germany, Argentina on paper.
So like you're pushing it.
But we all know that stats are paper. Don't win the game is how you go out and play. So I think it's a very good team. But let's see how they gel and how they play. Then we can really decide whether or not this team is good enough.
All right, so thanks, gentlemen. So just running through quickly again. We expect to have the captain Andre Blake starting in goal. Makes an interesting return to the squad. He was in, then he was out, then he was
Out.
in again. But it's good to see that the JFF, they and the boys have resolved their differences in that regard. Nice pictures coming out
Yes.
in the play. Jamai Topi, we expect to start in defense. We expect, first of all, a 5-3-2 formation. Coach has already told that this isn't his preferred opponent, and he's expected to find the right balance. So we expect him to be a lot more defensive in his approach to the game to contain the Argentinians. Damian Lowe, ever present, is expected to be in the centre back there, along with long-time partner in the defense there, Adrian Mariappa. On the left side, Amari Bell, natural selection there. On the right side, we actually expect not Curtis Steele to start, but Javane Brown.
Jabe.
I think young Malik Owell is also an option, but right at this point in time, Javane Brown is the preferred option. In the midfield, Daniel Johnson, Ravel Morrison, Leon Bailey. The option is always there to bring in Bobby Reed, but if he plays, it means that Johnson drops. It means that Ravel Morrison goes in a more deep line midfielder position, so they don't really play the CDM. That's an option, but I don't think it's a preferred starting option. Many people want to see a Leon Bailey closer to the goal, but if you're playing more defensive, if you have Shamar and Antonio, then Leon drops in more on the right side of the midfield. Unless you're playing a 4-3-3, in that instance, you could actually move him up a little more and have a Bobby Reed in the team. Right, so that's the potential 11 that we have face to face the juggernaut that is Argentina. And we look forward to the boys doing well. Tigat on the ground tomorrow, and we expect that we should start off our watch along in fine fashion, and the fans will be there to join us and enjoy it as well.
Yes, all right. Yes, DTM fans. Thank you, Adrian, for that. So that's our potential 11 for tomorrow. Now, going to the next issue, we're going to talk about predictions. Now, starting with Ricky. Ricky, what's your prediction for tomorrow?
My prediction, rather, expectation is that we're gonna lose. Hopefully,
Oh no.
lose by less than 3. That's my
Okay.
prediction. New coach, 2-day preparation. It's gonna be rough against a team such as Argentina. They go rough. I'm sorry for them.
Okay, Adrian, these are professional footballers, coming from clubs, understand everything. All the coaches just the late instruction what he want to do. Maybe we don't say his system as yet or whatever, but he can just late instruction because these are professional footballers coming from professional clubs all over the world. So,
Don't do it.
Adrian,
Since when that
tell
changed?
me what's
Since when
your
has that
prediction
changed?
tomorrow?
Yeah, so Tigat, it should be fun, to put it that way. Argentina's last game we saw against Honduras that ended 3-0. That team looks like a lean, mean machine. Lionel Messi seems to have found back his touch, and it's not a good look for Jamaica. It will be a good show for the fans. We expect to enjoy it. Adidas, I'm sure, played their part in ensuring this match came together. The new sponsors coming on board, the Reggae Boyz. It's going to be a good look. It's going to be history. But temper expectations in terms of the scoreline, what we can say, it's going to be big, right? It's not going to be a small scoreline. We haven't played together in a while like that in terms of the core of this team. And although they are professional players, nothing beats chemistry. So Andre Blake, the coach has a lot of sense. He knows that if he's supposed to win the confidence of the Jamaican people and the team, he can't get a clobbering. So Andre Blake will be there, but he will have to be very busy in goal. I expect that we'll have, unfortunately, nothing less than 3 goals to nil. It could be more, but I'm being nice, right?
Generous.
I'm being generous. But we hope that the Reggae Boys will perform and perform well. Yeah.
Okay, so there you have it, Sports DTM fans. Yeah, man. Ricky, I want to thank Ricky and Adrian for coming into studio to talk about potential 11 and also prediction. Remember, Jamaica versus Argentina. Yeah, man. Be there. And if you cannot be there, please join the DTM watch along. Yeah, we kick off at 6:30 and we have a pre-game show. We'll talk about it and then we go straight into the match. So thank you again. Always remember to subscribe, share, and like. Don't forget to tell a friend so that friend could tell another friend and that friend could not tell another friend. Be blessed.